What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a chat about a TCG set that, frankly, a couple of weeks ago, I didn't even know existed. It is Tekken 7 Union Arena. Now, Union Arena, it's a Japanese-only game made by Bandai, which I've been tracking a little bit. And I mean, on this channel, you've seen openings of My Hero Academia and Demon Slayer from Union Arena, so it's not a game we've completely ignored. But because it's not got an English release, and you know, in terms of your guys' interest in it, it's muted compared to some other games. So we've not always talked a huge amount about it. And I was just looking around the other day, doing my kind of every few weeks, I go and check on Union Arena, see what's going on, and they released a Tekken 7 set. Yes. Now, obviously, Tekken 8's coming out in the new year, but Tekken 7 is what's going on now. I'm sure that's not a coincidence. Of course, Bandai make Tekken, and Bandai have Union Arena, so licensing, I'm assuming, was a pretty easy thing to figure out. They own the license, just, you know, let another part of the company use it. And yeah, we can have a gander. Now, I will say, in terms of Tekken characters, I know I'm going to get some questions here. It's Julia now, isn't it? Julia's my main. I just need to make sure I'm not being stupid. Because obviously, yes, it is Julia Chang. So Julia's kind of my main at the moment. But of course, if you went to early Tekken games, it would be Michelle. And I really like Lydia. Although having said that, Lydia was like the last DLC character, so I'm not expecting many Lydia cards. Would love to be proven wrong. There's King, who doesn't love a bit of King, Jack 7. Oh, this is kind of cool. Now, it is just using the video game art. They get one rare per pack, and that is a rare. You can obviously get higher. We'll call them out as we go. So yeah, obviously it's using video game art, and I know some people go a different way. Oh, that's not good. And okay, it's fine, it's just a common, but that Hoying card is kind of damage coming out. It's a bit sad. So yeah, some people don't like just using video game artwork or anime artwork just on the card. I'm going to leave that one up to you. I just think these are very, very cool. Oh my word. Straight into a secret rare. That's very, very cool. Kazuya Mishima. And that's the thing. And this is, you can see it's kind of textured there. You got texture coming in at the back here, and then it's very glossy on the character. And these are the kind of cards. This is kind of my argument, right? Which is, even if you're not a fan of the general cards with the video game artwork, there are a few cards like that. And I've deliberately not looked at much of the set for Tekken 7 Union Arena, because I wanted to kind of go in and be surprised by some of the cards I pulled, like the Kazuya card there, which is extremely cool. Oh, that was close. And what's really cool, after I ordered this, I went, hang on a second, Tekken's pretty cool, right? So I just went and started playing a bunch of Tekken. See, look, like that. That's very, very cool. Hey, Hachi Mashima. That's a cool card. It's just a regular rare. So, look, even if you're not a huge fan of the regular cards, and I understand if people aren't, when you get to the rares, and especially like the super rares here, they are just cool. And then, of course, you've got your really high rarities that maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we won't. I don't know. But I will say, like, you know, I brought out... Oh, Panda. I brought out Tekken 7 and played a whole bunch of it. And it just made me happy getting back into the game. It was very cool. Also, Tekken Bowl. Really underrated bowling game. There aren't many good bowling games around. I'm on a kind of perpetual hunt for the best bowling video game. And I got, like, the official, like, whatever it is, bowling... Like, the official tour one on Switch, which is kind of fun, but then the difficulty ramps and it becomes impossible. And I'll tell you, Tekken Bowl, as far as it goes... Hey, there she is! As far as it goes, one of the better bowling games out there. I'm just putting it out there. Tekken Bowl is one of the better bowling games that I've found. It's kind of annoying that the Tekken set. I want to buy more of this, but I'm kind of holding off. I'm hoping that at some point in the near future I can buy a bunch of this. But like, I bought at the same time of this. There should hopefully be an opening on the channel fairly soon. I bought a couple boxes of Me and Roboco, which is an anime, which is a manga, sorry, I've started reading and it's great. I think I paid like £6 a box before postage. It was absurdly cheap. Whereas Tekken, well, I paid only a tiny bit, but I paid like 1,000 yen, like a £5 above retail. And then obviously had to pay to get it. Oh, this chair is driving me crazy. And then had to pay to get it kind of sent over here. Right, you can see me thinking more and more. This chair is not holding up, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to do what we can. But this chair is not holding up. But yeah, you know, the Me and Roboco, I was buying like extreme... Okay, now it's just on the floor. Whereas like Me and Roboco, super cheap. My Hero Academia is actually available pretty cheap at the moment. But Tekken, it's actually quite expensive. I mean, when I say expensive, I don't mean it's hideously expensive. I mean, it's not cheap. Hang on a second. Lydia does make it in. Oh, there's another SR. Just an SR. Not above that. There are rarities higher. But oh my word, that's a very, very, very cool card. You get 2 or 3 SR. You get more than 1 SR per box anyway. And that's the thing, right? That's why we get excited. That's why we buy it. Regular cards, yeah, they're pretty cool. But then you get the SR. I will say, look, there's another card at the front here. It's come out of a little bit of damage in this corner. Which I'm not terribly... That's 2 cards now. Look, I know they're commons, but I don't care. I don't like cards coming out of the box damaged. I do like that there's a Lydia card. Did not see that coming. Oh! Double Gin. It's still just an SR, incidentally. So we pulled 3 SRs now, and they are stunning. They are among my favourite SRs I've seen in Union Arena, and most sets have very cool SRs. So, we're half of the way through the box. We haven't pulled the big pull yet. Like most Japanese games, like Vice Schwartz, like Pokemon, etc., there is kind of one big pull per box. We haven't got that yet. We pulled 3 SRs, all of which are stunning, and we've discovered that Lydia, despite being like the last DLC character added to Tekken 7, does make it in. As a side note, Tekken 8 at the moment, oh, there she is again, Lydia is not yet announced. That's just a regular rare, but look at it. Lydia not yet announced for Tekken 8. Neither's Julia, I think, either. And frankly, when I was like going through a bunch of Tekken 7 the other day, I was generally just kind of playing as Julia and Lydia. So if I get Tekken 8 near to release, I don't know who I'm going to play as. Like Street Fighter 6, they dropped Guile on release, and I was like, oh, I'll play as Guile. Cool, because he's the only Street Fighter character I want to play as. Tekken 8, as it stands at the moment, I don't know. I don't know who I'm supposed to be playing. That honestly might put me off getting it on release. Because Street Fighter 5 did a similar thing. They added Guile as a DLC character later, so I didn't buy Street Fighter 5 until they added Guile. Because I'm sorry, I've been playing as Guile since Street Fighter 2. I have no real interest in playing as anybody else. Tekken, I'm not quite so wedded to my character. But I've still been playing as Michelle and then Julia since the beginning. So, yeah, there's Kuma. There's Yoshimitsu, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And there's another lovely rare card. Also, Tekken 7 did an amazing thing. If you haven't picked up Tekken 7, it's always on sale. Seriously, worth picking up. But one of the really cool things they do, they've got a video gallery you can unlock, but it's really easy to unlock them. You don't need to play much to unlock them all. They've got all the ending movies for all the characters for every Tekken game. So when you go through arcade, you get your little ending movie. Yeah, all of them from every Tekken game can be watched in Tekken 7. That's amazing. Oh, it's another SR. Now, is there a Lydia SR? I'm imagining not. I mean, I wouldn't, like I say, I wouldn't have been surprised if she was left out of the set altogether. How many SRs are there? Oh, a lot of games it says on the back of the pack. It doesn't say on the back of the pack how many SRs are in there. Does it say it on the box anywhere? Oh, yes. Yeah, there's only 12 different SRs. And I can easily think of 12 Tekken characters who I would imagine would get an SR before Lydia. Julia could, though. I genuinely haven't looked it up. I think one thing I'm going to have to do as soon as I finish this opening is go onto the Union Arena website and hope they've got a list of the SRs. Oh, you know how I said there's one hit per box? Yeah, this is it. And look at that. Look at the texture. Look at the foiling. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, fine. It's not my favourite character, but that's not the point. We still got one, and that's awesome. So we got 4 SRs and an Ultra 1-star. It goes up to Ultra 3-star, but you generally get 1 per box. And we got 4 SRs, so don't expect to... I've actually, Union Arena, I've been pretty good. I've gotten a bunch of 2-star rares, or 2-star Ultra rares. I got one for Demon Slayer, and I got one for my hero as well. So I can't complain at not hitting it here. Is there another SR left? We've got a rare, which is pretty cool. Armor King. We haven't seen anything above just a regular card for Lydia or Julia here. So I think I need to go do some digging on the Union Arena website, see what I can find. And then hopefully soon they'll do a Tekken 8 set, and then I can go and buy some of that as well, because I don't know. It's awesome. So there's your lovely rare card. And last pack. And honestly, I cannot be upset about this. These SRs are absolutely stunning. I got my Ultra. And fine, it wasn't the Ultra I would have chosen. That's not the point. Still very cool. The only thing is, when you've got like 1 hit per box, like Japanese sets tend to, right, last chance to get something good. Ooh. Nice. Okay, 1 last SR to finish us off there. That's kind of cool. But yeah, when you get one big hit per set, which is what you generally tend to see in Japanese card games, it does make it a little bit nervous if you buy 2 boxes and get the same one from each. So we got 5 SRs, all of which are stunning. No, wrong way around. And then we got our 1-star Ultra. These are very cool cards. And like I say, you can absolutely look at your general common cards and just be like, it's a screenshot from the game. Don't care. It's something I've heard leveled at Union Arena before. And it's a fair point. If you don't like that, and I don't mind it at all, but if you don't like that, that's absolutely a fair point. But I will say, this ain't game artwork. And if you like Tekken, and I like Tekken, oh, this is wonderful. And it's also a very big deal, of course, because up until now, it's been purely anime in Union Arena. It's been a purely anime fest. Now we've had a video game added in, and Bandai own lots of video game licenses. Just putting it out there. This could get very cool. Right, you know the deal. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at the Wassy. Check out the Patreon. All that good stuff. Thank you very much for watching. Look out for next time. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wassy Plays.